Laura, hey, Laura, it's me. It's me. You come here often? Yeah, all right, yeah. Hopefully not. This is my house. What's going on is Fine Printing's Worth, and this is
Midgie.
Midgie, as it says right here. We're about to have some fun.
Talk about one of our guilty pleasures.
Right, we're about to talk about one of her guilty pleasures. You know,
Love is Blind fans. Before you go any farther in this video, if you have not of season 6, the new season they just released, stop the video right here and come back whenever you've watched, okay? Because there will be a little bit of spoilers. Now, if you're not a Love is Blind fan, if you made it to this point, keep watching because, I mean, who doesn't love us?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you can enjoy what we're doing, what we're talking. What was the last bit to say?
Last one, Jimmy and Chelsea.
We didn't do them?
No. We saved the worst for last every single time.
Okay.
We saved the worst for last. Well, I mean, Jeremy and Laura kind of took the cake this time, but at the same time, Jimmy and Chelsea, they at least had made it to the altar episode.
Altar episode?
Basically, to quickly sum up what happened in episodes 10 and 11, they had another huge blowout, basically because Jimmy went to go celebrate his friend's birthday. He was only gone for an hour. She even admitted that. He admitted that. She threw an entire fit saying she doesn't want to be with somebody who wants to go out all the time. I'm sorry, we're both sober and we don't go to bars, but if you were to go out with one of your friends for an hour, I'm not going to flip out about it.
That would be amazing. That's record timing. That's like, you was only gone for an hour and
I know,
you back home?
I wouldn't even care if it was a few hours or whatever. It's just, you have to allow your partner to have space, okay, number one. But number two, the biggest thing that came out of that episode was off camera. Jimmy had disclosed to her that his best friend that she met, that he disclosed to her off camera and basically asked her not to bring it up on camera, that they had slept together one time, you know, previously, but there was no relationship, nothing like that between the two of them, that they were just friends, whatever. And Chelsea decided to bring it up on camera in the middle of that fight, and I feel like that's what was fueling her to be so upset that he went out for 1 hour. But she was also drunk, and it was just, oh my God, this girl, she was
drunk, and she was very careless with her words, and that's what it's like when you're harboring something deep inside, but you haven't mentioned it yet, so you start destroying everything else, and then the truth finally comes out. I'm so angry because I've always been jealous and not trusting of you after I found out that you slept with this girl. So now every time you're out, I'm going to think that, because I know you're hanging out with her, that's your friend. She's in the group of friends you're in. So now I really don't want you to be out. I'm going to say I just don't like when you're going out. But when the truth is, I probably just don't like that you're out with that girl.
Right. And the other thing I really do not like about Chelsea, at first I was kind of tolerating her because I kind of felt bad for the girl. And I'm, like I said in a previous video, I don't think that just because you're insecure that you should not be in a relationship, because you can work on those things with the right partner and become a better person. But Chelsea needs to be single. She really needs to be single.
Yes, she
because
does.
This is the one thing that really drives me crazy about her is they will have a high of a day and then they'll get back to the apartment and then it's like all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
It is the craziest thing to me. And they had this really nice time with his family, with his parents and his sister, and she was speaking so highly of Jimmy and that she was sure that she wanted to get married and this, that, and the third. And then they had that huge fight.
Yeah.
And then they got over that. They worked it out the next day. And then they also went on this other last date before the altar. They went to an amusement park. It's something that Jimmy always loved doing as a kid. And she felt so special to share that moment. And they were having such a great time. Then they sit down to have this conversation. My God. They sit down to have this conversation about their relationship and where do they see themselves. And Jimmy asked her about what she was going to say at the altar. And she's hesitating. And then she said that she was going to say yes. She's like, but if you would have asked me yesterday. And, you know, it was just very wishy-washy. Yeah. And then Jimmy just looked at her and basically was like, well, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, just end this relationship. Put it out of its misery, please.
Stop dragging it along. It's done. It's finished. You've done all you can do.
The thing is it was the betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
Because she brought up a confidential conversation on camera for the world to see.
And she basically had no remorse for it. She was like, well, I know it was your trust or whatever, but it was my feelings. So my feelings come before your trust, and I don't co-sign that, because feelings are valid, but you also got to check your feelings and say, am I truly being considerate of both sides of this? Am I just worried about me and my feelings, but what about this person's feelings too? Like it can't just always be all about you. And when you betray someone's trust on camera for the world to see. And it's like, Jimmy's like, yo, like, that's not right.
I was so glad when he said, I can't do it. And that was his biggest reason. And she kept saying over and over again that over one argument. One argument, one and I'm
thing.
Like,
it's like one time, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea, hey, look, hey, you got a moment? Look, I know we don't know each other, nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But it's me, it's Print, all right? It was more than one time.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, we saw the episodes. It was every single episode y'all had an issue. Yeah. And it wasn't small things. Like, it was big issues that happened over and over again. So
it was a lot. It was several times, and then that's why
I cannot believe we're to this point, and I'm Team Jimmy. I cannot believe I'm saying this.
Definitely. I thought Jimmy was going to be the one that was bad for the relationship. Mm-hmm. But it turned out that it was mainly Chelsea was the one that was bad for the relationship, and wow.
Yeah. And I mean, let's hit the predictions. I predicted that she was going to say yes and he was going to say no. Mm-hmm. And what did you predict?
And I said that that it was going to be a no as a whole.
So I win again. And
were you not here the last time when I told you that you don't win? We both win. Okay, we both win.
I was right.
Yeah, we both win. All right, so
that's it.
Yes. So who are you looking forward to seeing in the reunion?
You already know. We need to figure out what's going on with Kenneth, because there's something up with that man. We need to figure out what's going on with Kenneth. Yeah, because he is manipulative and he gaslights and
Yeah, so I definitely want to see him and what he has to say for himself and his actions. And I want to see Laura. I want to see Laura on there and see if she's going to take some type of accountability.
Don't count on the accountability, I'll tell you that.
Well,
just don't.
Laura, hey, Laura, it's me, it's me. You come here often? Yeah, all right, yeah. Hopefully not. This is my house. Just don't disappoint me. I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt, and I'm gonna say, you know what? You're gonna go on that reunion, and you're gonna say, you know what? I see where I was wrong in some ways. I'm hoping that that's what you're gonna do. I think you're gonna do it. No, but please prove me wrong. Show me that you got a human heart in there.
I don't foresee, and I could be wrong, but I do not foresee her taking accountability for that situation, because what Jeremy did was a major mess up. And I know that she's going to attribute their entire falling out and their entire failure of an engagement just on that one instance. And I know that that's how she's going to portray this.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. This season was extremely messy, very entertaining. But like I said, they need to do a better vetting process of people that come on the show.
Yeah, better vetting process. Stop having people that go on the show that got a whole relationship outside of the show.
Yeah, fiancés, relationships,
families, babies,
living with somebody.
All kinds of stuff. Please, let's do better. Love is Blind, because I want to try to believe the show is a little bit of real. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. I know it's reality TV, but whatever. But this has been great, so we'll tune back in and after the reunion show.
Yeah.
Deal?
So next week sometime.
All right.
Okay.
It's been a good competition. I'm sorry you didn't win, and I won most of the things.
Yeah, you wish.
All right.
Bye.